What finally made you realize you were in the wrong relationship? When I first started dating Lily, I thought I'd won the lottery. She was confident, witty, magnetic. The kind of person who could walk into a room and instantly become everyone's favorite. She had this way of making you feel like you were the only person in the world who mattered. For the first few months, I was completely wrapped up in her. Every date felt cinematic. Spontaneous weekend trips, late-night drives, endless conversations about everything and nothing. I genuinely thought I'd found my forever person. Then the little things started. She'd tease me in front of friends. Harmless jokes at first, but they slowly got sharper. Comments about how I'd never survive without her, or how I was cute when I tried to sound smart. I'd laugh along because that's what you do when you love someone, right? You don't make a big deal out of small stuff, but then she began keeping score. If I forgot to compliment her outfit, she'd remind me of all the times she'd hyped me up. If I didn't text back fast enough, she'd post something vague and sad online, and our mutual friends would message me asking if we'd fought. When I brought it up, she'd say I was being too sensitive, that I needed to relax and stop overthinking everything. The real crack showed when my dad got sick. I was splitting time between work, the hospital, and home running on caffeine and anxiety. Lily said she understood, but she started resenting how distant I'd become. One night when I missed dinner, because my dad's condition worsened, she texted, "You always have an excuse not to show up for me." I remember staring at that message in the hospital parking lot, hands shaking, realizing she wasn't asking how I was, just why. I wasn't paying attention to her. Things only escalated. She'd accidentally share private things I'd told her during arguments. She'd flirt with other guys at parties just to watch my reaction, then accuse me of being controlling when I said it bothered me. She'd apologize afterward, promise to do better, cry, tell me she couldn't live without me, and I'd forgive her every single time, because I still believed that the person I met in the beginning was the real her. The breaking point came at a friend's wedding. We were both in the bridal party, and during the reception, she started dancing with one of my friends. Nothing wrong with that, but it turned into something else. She wrapped her arms around him, laughing, whispering in his ear. When I pulled her aside and quietly asked what was going on, she smirked and said, "Maybe now you know how it feels when you ignore me." That was it. In that moment, I realized this wasn't love anymore. It was a power game, a constant test to see how much I'd tolerate before walking away. I spent that night sitting in my car, tie still around my neck, watching the string lights from the venue through the windshield. I wasn't angry, just tired. Tired of shrinking myself to keep her calm. Tired of apologizing for things I didn't do. Tired of mistaking chaos for passion. The next morning, I packed up her things from my apartment and left them at her door. She called me 20 times, alternating between sobbing and shouting. Said I was throwing away something special, that no one would love me like she did. And maybe she was right. No one else would love me like that, because what she called love wasn't love at all. It took months to feel normal again. But looking back now, I understand. Love isn't supposed to feel like walking on eggshells. It's supposed to feel safe. Real love doesn't make you afraid to breathe wrong or speak up. It doesn't punish you for being human. It lets you rest.